What's going on YouTube? ShadowFox4562 here, coming at you with a top 32 Norcross, Georgia Regionals deck profile. This is the deck that I ran at Norcross to get my 32nd top spot. It's the Sylvan deck, and a lot of people have been asking me for a deck profile, so I'm going to do it, and hopefully y'all like it. So it worked really well for me, and I went 6-3 in Swiss. My matchups were round 1, I played Madolche, and I beat it. I beat Infernity round 2, this Agent Artifact round 3, excuse me, Yugioh round 4, I lost to Yugioh round 5, I beat Yugioh round 6 and 7, then I played Patrick Hoban and lost to his Lightsworn Rulers round 8, and then round 9 I lost to Madolche. So my ending record was 6-3, and I got my top 32. So to start out, we have 3 Sylvan Peacekeepers. Sylvan Peacekeepers are really good. They just are monster reborns for any of your Sylvans that are level 4 or lower, or any of your plants really. So you mainly want to use these on lone fires to get out the big trees. It's a really good card. 3 Martial Leaf. Now, I know a lot of people say play only 1 or 0 of these, but if you have a really bad hand, you can just summon it and get 2 Excavates and possibly get a better hand, possibly top into a Sage Yugioh to recycle your Charity, possibly top into a Hermitry to restack your deck. And also, it's my only answer in the deck to Ophion, aside from my side deck. So if I'm playing against Evil Swarm Game 1, I can stack him and mill him off, and Ophion's not a problem. 3 Sylvan Sage Yugioh. Sylvan Sage Yugioh is really good just because it recycles all of your Sylvan cards. If a Sylvan's sent to the grave, you're allowed to special summon him. He's really good. He goes into your rank 7 plays, and you need 3 of him. 3 Sylvan Hermitry. Sylvan Hermitry is probably one of the best cards in the deck, despite what a lot of people think, because Sylvan Hermitry, in this deck, what people don't realize is you have to go negative to plus, if that makes any sense. Like, you have to use so many resources to do plays that it leaves you with 1 or 2 cards in hand. But when you summon this and you stack, you start replenishing all of your resources. So he's the great provider. He's amazing. 2 Sylvan Princess Sprouts. This card's amazing just because it makes you go into your rank 7, rank 8 plays. It recycles itself. Like, the best play that I did with the deck for Exceeds yesterday, and I kept doing this over and over and over, was I'd summon Hermitry with a mountain on the field. I'd get rid of a plant to put her on top. Then I'd excavate 1 with Hermitry, and it would be her. So I'd draw a card, so I get a plus off that. I'd special summon her, which is another plus, and then I'd go into an Exceed play, like a rank 8 or a rank 7. And 1 Flower Knight. Flower Knight is an okay card. It gets your Charity back to the top. It just, you know, I mean, it's only good at 1 though, to be honest with you, because it can clog. It only excavates 1, and you want to get your cards then. You don't want to get them a turn later. And that's it for the Sylvans, by the way. I ran 23 monsters, 2 lone fires, because you have to. And I also ran the Quasar engine because, let me tell you guys, Quasar won me 5 games yesterday. I would have probably got 5-4 through 9 rounds of Swiss if I didn't run this. The fact that you can soul charge, if you open up soul charge and lone fire, you have instant Quasar is so dumb. Card needs to get hit. And for the last 3 monsters, 3 Kree Bandit. Kree Bandit is really good, really good, because it can get you a +2 essentially. Because if you open up with a Kree Bandit and a Sylvan Charity, what you do is you play Charity, do all your stuff, stack your Sage Yugioh on top, summon Kree Bandit, tribute it to get the Charity back with Sage Yugioh and a spell card that you mill with Kree Bandit. Game 2 though, if I'm going second, I side these out. I side 2 of them out just because I need to to my normal summon to not be used because of Miracle Fertilizer, and also my opponent's already set up through Breakthrough Skill and stuff. For the spells, 3 Sylvan Charity, have to run it. It's the great equalizer in your deck. It allows you to stack your deck, it allows you to set up your plays and everything, and it allows you to play out of really bad hands. 3 Miracle Fertilizer. A lot of people only play 2. I don't know why. It's an infinite monster reborn, and if you top it, it's basically it is a monster reborn. I mean, if you top it and you have nothing to do, you could potentially win off this one card. And triple Soul Charge. Soul Charge I played at 3 just because I run Quasar, and game 2, if I'm going second, I always side 1 out. 2 Mount Sylvania. I don't run 3 just because I feel that it's unnecessary and it's somewhat cloggy since you really have no way of pitching it from your hand to advance your plays any more than you already have. And 1 Rank Up Magic, the 7th one. No lie, I played this game 3 against Patrick Hoban, and well, actually, okay, let me start over. All right, game 1 against Patrick, I win, like it's like 7,500 to 0. Game 2, he beats me. Game 3, I open up with Rank Up Magic, the 7th one, and I play it, and everyone's like, oh, damn, what? So, it was really cool. I ended up losing when I got him down to 1,000 life points, because what happened was I charityed wrong and put Soul Charge on top along with the Peacekeeper, and he Diabolos the Peacekeeper and kept looping me with it. So, but, I mean, it's a really cool card. I definitely wouldn't take it out, because when you do get it out, and the fact that you can stack it with Charity is amazing, but when you do get it out, I mean, you almost always win. 3 copies of Phoenix Wing Windblast. This card is great because I can't tell you how many times people try to Gear Gaunt X or 101 me, and I just Phoenix Wing it back to the deck. It's a really good card. Excuse me, I'm kind of sick today. 2 Trapstuns. Trapstun worked wonders yesterday. I wouldn't take these out for the world. They stopped Emptiness and allowed me to win against Infernities. They stopped just a whole bunch of different cards that would make me lose. Okay, now for the extra deck. I played 1 Formula, 1 Armades, and 1 Hyper Librarian, the Quasar engine. Have to play it. And also, Armades is just really, really, really good against Boojins, so you can summon him regardless of what you open up, and it can stop them from using any of their hand traps. It can stop them from responding with battle phase traps. It can stop hands. It can stop Yugioh. You know, it's just a really good card. 1 Black Rose. I never summoned it yesterday. I'm thinking about taking it out, but you kind of need it there just because. 1 Leo. It won me a game yesterday, so I mean it's alright. Shooting Star. I use this just because in case someone gets over Quasar, I can summon this and they have to get over this too. However, every time I summoned Quasar yesterday, no one got over it, so I never used it. And MVP of the extra deck, Shooting Quasar. Every time I summoned this, no one had any outs to it. They didn't expect it. They were just like, well, damn, I can't do anything. So they tried to play out of it, but they ended up scooping. 1 Big Eye, 1 Draco Sack, 2 Aurea. This card is so good because it can potentially stack your deck for up to 8 turns, and it's an OTK enabler because you can just return your entire opponent's field, or you can return a problem card your opponent has plus your Miracle Fertilizers that you have on the field and reuse them again. This card is amazing. 2 Divine Dragon Knight Felgrans. Originally, I had a Stardust Spark Dragon in here to replace one of these, but right before tourney, I took the Stardust Spark out and put in a second one of this, and I'm so glad I did. I never would have been able to summon Stardust Spark yesterday, and I did summon 2 of these in 1 turn, like 3 times. and then 107 Galaxy Eyes Tachyon, and a Chaos Neo Galaxy Eyes. And this card is amazing, guys. It won me one game. No. Yeah, it won me one game yesterday, but just the way it did it and the threat it creates when it comes out forces your opponent to play around it. And then for the side deck, we have 2 MST. I had to side 2 MST because cards like Macrocosmos, Dimension Fissure, Vanity's Emptiness, they all hurt me so much. I almost sided these in every single match just because I was scared of running into those cards. 2 DD Crow. This card's really good. I sided it in a couple matches. I sided it in against Bujin. I sided it in... I think I sided him against Patrick Hoban. I'm not sure. But I know Bujin, it hurts them really bad, and I sided them in against that. 2 Effect Veiler. You know, it's good. Rex Yugioh, Rex Medolce, Rex, bunch of stuff. 2 Trap Tricks, Trap Hole Nightmare. I sided these in, I kid you not, every single match. Card's really good. 2 Divine Wrath. Honestly, if I was to make one change in my deck, I would take out 2 Phoenix Wing Wind Blasts and main deck 2 Divine Wraths. Divine Wrath is an amazing card. And shout out to Dominique Parsley and Patrick Hoban for telling me about this right before tourney. Or else I would have probably lost 2 or 3 matches. Divine Wrath is so good, guys. Consider running it. I know it's a neg 1, but it helps you in the end because it's technically not, because when your opponent, if your opponent overlays for something and then detaches and you play Divine Wrath, it's a 2 for 2. So it's such a good card. Y'all have to try it out for yourself if you don't believe me. It's really good. 2 Black Horn of Heaven. 2 Light Imprisoning Mirror. And I only had 1 debunk for this tournament because I was borrowing it from my friends. But debunk was a good card. If I had 2, I would run 2. So tell me what you thought, guys. This was a top 32 deck list profile from Norcross, Georgia. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And I will talk to you later. Bye.